Best of friends.
So
hopefully we'll see.
Yeah, we'll get a celebrity appearance from Mr. Chris Kelly here shortly. But so just to kind of get things rocking and rolling. Welcome to the show. And actually, this is a big day for us. We got our first in-house guest.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome.
Benefits of being here in the Valley.
That's right.
Show up.
Welcome,
That's right.
JP.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, how far do you live from here, by the way?
I'm down in San Jose. Represent 408. That's
Excellent.
home.
There we go. I was a Spartan.
Well, there you go. The trick about San Jose is the Mexican food's not as good as you would hope, but the Vietnamese food is on point.
Oh,
Excellent.
those are my people.
Yeah.
Vietnamese right here.
Vietnamese.
Yeah,
There you
we're
go.
crazy.
You
Get
love
some
Vietnamese
banh mi,
food?
some pho, some bun bo
Oh yeah,
You know
bun
what I'm
bo
talking
hue. You do know your stuff.
Yeah.
Do you speak Vietnamese? You know any words?
I only know the bad
He
words.
just said a
Okay,
few.
okay.
He just said
Say
a
one,
bunch of
one, two.
dishes.
Yeah.
Sorry, can I say the bad words?
Yeah, say the bad words.
So I used to work for a Vietnamese council member. He taught me how to say coward, which is gachet.
I got you.
And then
Okay.
F your mother, which is du mao. Long story short, went on a date, told the girl I spoke some Vietnamese. She asked me some words. I forgot everything except those 2 words. Did not get a second date.
That's okay. But you went for it.
I went for it.
That's important.
I dove in.
Did you get a date with her mother though?
But Chris might have been able to get the date with the mother.
Are you currently single, or what's the story here?
Recently single, now kind of back on the market. Was dating a French academic. Long story.
No.
So we could have a releasing back into the wild, like a Padilla Palooza or something.
Well,
Something like that.
We're
Yeah.
letting-
Palooza.
Yeah, it's just
We're
fun
letting
to
the
say.
millions of viewers know that this guy's single.
Yeah.
All
so,
right.
Yeah.
We're ready to
represent.
mingle.
and so we can dive right in a little bit to. I mean, is blockchain, is crypto, is it like internet funny money, or do you think it'll be real? You said in the future, maybe the Star Trek future, things are going to be dystopian, or the Star Trek future was
You
actually
wanna
pretty
dive right into
positive.
Star Trek?
Let's do it.
Don't you want to know a little bit of his background?
Okay, well, we could set the
Yeah.
table. Let's set the table. I don't know.
Let's set
It's
the
so
table,
juicy.
Yeah,
when you're talking
yeah.
about it.
Give us like a little bit of your resume.
Yeah.
Brag about yourself.
Born and raised here in San Jose, California's home. Worked in government. I was a speechwriter for Joe Biden once upon a time. Did that in the White House, in White House communications. Got Sam Liccardo elected mayor of San Jose. I know you interviewed him recently in D.C.
Yeah.
So I ran one of his first big campaigns when he was mayor. Helped get Matt Mahan, the current mayor, elected as well. So that was my
Wow.
bag. I was in politics.
Wow.
Kinda got-
Local legend.
Local stuff got people elected. A lot of people love me. A lot of people hate me because I made them cry.
Wait, are you a Democrat through and through?
Democrat through and through. My email is Democrat JP. So that's OG status right
Yeah.
there.
Are you
Just in case people were curious.
Yeah.
Who's
Okay.
the leader of the Democratic Party right now, bro?
Ken Martin, my man, chair of the DNC. He's a good guy. Nobody knows who he is, but he's a good guy.
Yeah, no one knows who he is.
But he's
That's-
trying.
that's
He's
the
working
key.
hard behind the scenes.
Who's the leader of the Democratic Party, bro?
I mean, he's really Nancy Pelosi. Like
know.
any other answer but Nancy Pelosi will get you.
Yeah.
Oh.
here
She's pulling the strings.
Is it
you're saying.
Hakeem? Is it AOC?
Hakeem is a great guy. I think, as long as Pelosi's there, though, Pelosi will always be the leader in our hearts.
Yeah. Well, speak for yourself. So
If you're following your stock trades, I mean, that's where it really counts.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's right.
Did
Yeah.
that Nancy Pelosi Act pass?
Pardon?
The Nancy Pelosi, the one that we bars people from trading in the Congress? Did
It
that
didn't pass. It's there. So if
they
you're
called it the Pelosi Act.
they
didn't
Pelosi Act, they did.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's probably a good idea, but it's never going to get done.
Yeah.
It's
You like the
reality.
squad? You like the squad?
Not a fan of the squad. A little
Yeah,
bit
me
too liberal
neither.
for my taste. A little bit anti-crypto for my taste. Like I like a good moderate Dem. I like fiscal responsibility and social liberalism. That's good.
Okay.
Balance
Alright.
those
I
budgets.
could get on board with that.
Yeah.
What's your ethnicity, if you don't mind me asking?
Hispanic grandparents are all from Mexico. Parents were born here, so Trump can't kick me out. I got my papers at least
Nice.
generation.
Take that
Yeah.
ice.
In your face.
I like to tell what I told ICE. Like I saw some ICE guys in DC. If you can pick me up, you can
talk
pick
to
me.
ICE.
Yeah.
Yeah, if the ICE can pick me up, they can keep me. But there's going to be a
Well,
couple guys.
see
who
here,
can't.
here in America, we want the winners, and you're through and through a winner. In fact, you built a stable coin for PayPal. So
Yeah.
maybe could we unpack that a little bit? What was that like?
I did a move into crypto. I was at Oxford. I was there for a year. I got a buddy who was one of the first employees at Ripple. Taught me about Ripple. Made a boatload in that first kind of bull market, 16, 17, and Ripple was random as an ex-government guy. But it was started this path into crypto. It led me to PayPal in early 2020. My team designed the original architecture for PYUSD.
Wow.
And that was a labor of love. That was super avant-garde back in 2020. And it was really trying to figure out how not to F this up,
Sure.
because PayPal, I think now is realizing finally the promise of that stable coin. But for the longest time, even though you had a phenomenal team with Jose and Paul and Edwin and the leadership there, it was not on the front burner. But now with the Circle IPO, this is now front and center. And people say, wow, if Circle is getting that multiple on stable coins, if PayPal can even capture a tenth of that, it's going to be a huge boon to PayPal stock.
Right.
Mhm.
Right.
Can we go back to politics for a second?
Yeah.
And then
Let's do it. Let's dive in.
if Trump invited you to Mar-a-Lago, would you go?
Yeah, he is still the president of the United States. I don't think I would be super productive with the guy, but
Not just hang
You know.
out. We'll sit you with Tom Holman and JD Vance and Chrissy Noam and Pam Bondi. You
I
guys sit
mean-
at a table.
I mean, you just dropped so
As
many
long-
names. You
as
gotta
long as
pick
I
one
don't
up
have
right
to
here.
see JD on a couch, I think I'm probably okay with that.
So you're saying you'd be upset if we brought JD out?
JD's there in the corner by Darth
come on
Vader.
down.
All right, guys.
You
We
gotta
got a
keep
special
this-
surprise.
I'm gonna keep this at least R, maybe not move to X, and that's the danger with JD and a couch.
Yeah.
But I know I'd say this: like, dialogue is super, super important. I think people talking is super important. You have to put your best foot forward, even if you're not going to have the president agree with you. Being able to take that step is what I think a lot of Democrats have been lacking, not willingness to talk to people. Right
You know, I
Yeah,
love that you
yeah.
said that. That's my very favorite thing about Chris Kelly. You know, he says that exact same thing, and now I can see why you two are friends. All right, let's get back to crypto.
All right.
You've worked for Stanford, PayPal, and Beelines. What's the secret of getting academia startups and Fortune 500s to collaborate in Web3?
I mean, the secret is really a tolerance for bullshit. And
Mhm.
the reality of, I think, anything with academia is stakeholder management. You learn this in politics. You have some incredibly bright folks in academia who have the mental mind power to supercharge anything in either corporate or startup land. It's just a matter of you have to go through bureaucracy. And a lot of people in startup land just don't have the stomach and the patience for that. And that's where the rubber meets the road. Like, being able to navigate Stanford bureaucracy allowed us to do some really, really innovative things, but it also took like 9 months. And being able to parallel path and realize I got to go do these other things to keep busy, and realize sales cycles are very, very different is the critical path to this stuff.
Do you think it'll always be sclerotic, or maybe smart contracts in the future could, take some of the mud off the racetrack?
Well, it's smart contracts and it's AI professors. If you could, maybe not AI professors, but AI bureaucrats, if you could replace some of the folks in like the provost office and in central university admin with AI, one, you'd save a bunch of money that would make tuition probably go down. You'd make it a lot faster and probably get a lot faster results just in
Yeah.
terms of answers and responsibilities.
Yeah.
So stablecoins are exploding globally. Are we watching the U.S. lose ground as the leader in financial innovation?
So this is interesting. I was in DC for both the passage of Genius in the House and in the Senate, working some of that stuff back there, talking, advising on both sides for the stuff we do at Stanford. The U.S. has a unique opportunity because the dollar, if you think about share of reserve currency, has been going down, down, down.
Yeah.
This is probably our chance to actually have dollarization take hold. And you think about this from an academic perspective. Reserve currency is super critical for interest rates. It's super critical for geopolitics, for soft power, for hard power, how you use money as an instrument of empire. And I don't mean empire in a bad way, but just a rules-based system. And a lot of folks are not happy with this. If you look at what the PBOC, the People's Bank of China, has been doing with RMB, they definitely want the RMB as reserve currency. That's not likely going to happen. But you have other countries, the BRICS, Brazil, Russia, India, China. They're definitely trying to have a non-dollar option. So if the U.S. was smart, and I think Trump is actually right on a couple of these things, it pains me to say that, by getting the dollar out there and disseminating stable coins, it's almost kind of like an East India Company style push of global power. You're not going to see the U.S. Treasury do this, but you're going to see U.S. flag companies being able to push dollar dominance. And that's a really cool thing. One of the bills we were making fun of with one of a group of friends is the U.S. is actually trying to do a modern day privateer act. This was a real thing that was being debated in Congress. So have crypto pirates, like crypto pirates being able to, if you were to steal crypto on behalf of the U.S. government, you would have a letter of marque and be able to keep some of that, and the government would get some of that, kind of like Sir Francis Drake and all that stuff in the 1500s. So dollar stable coins are good for U.S. reserve currency. It's just we have to get it right, and we have to be able to talk to our allies.
You mentioned Empire. You want to ask the question now?
About how we could be valuable.
No, about Star Trek versus Star Wars and all the.
You have a list of top 10 favorite empires, right?
Of course. In fact, I would say the Americas definitely number one. I believe in American exceptionalism, but it is kind of interesting, like when you consider if there are folks that can be essentially like pirates on behalf of the federal government.
Yeah.
Is it like carte blanche? Are they protected? Is there a special? Is there like a, I don't know? Is there a military tribunal that gives them protection, or how would that work?
To be honest, I don't think we ever got that far in the bill, and the bill was still pretty early on when this idea was floated. But those are some of those questions about. I think if you got caught, you're probably in deep shit.
Yeah, don't
get
caught.
Don't get caught, and it's like plausible deniability, kind of like special forces. But yeah,
who is smarter than you?
Mercenaries, maybe.
Yeah, soldier, like pirates of fortune, like pirates crypto. I feel like that's a good operation. I feel like Chris could put a pirate flag on his house out front and make this operation home base.
Yeah. No, go ahead.
Who's smarter than you in crypto and AI? Somebody that you look up to. Are there two or three? Or are you at the top of that?
No, I'm definitely not at the top. I think the person I go to and I have a tough question to answer is my friend Carol House. Carol is like a badass motherfucker. It's true. She is. And like Carol could also probably kill everybody in this room right now.
She a black belt in like Muay Thai or Krav Maga or something?
She's not a black belt, but she's ex-Army.
Wow.
She was a captain in the U.S. Army. And
I wonder how she'd fare against our boy Bran over here.
Probably take Bran.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to fight Carol.
Chris met Carol right after you guys met Sam, but she ran digital asset strategy for the Biden White House at the National Security Council.
What's she doing now?
She's consulting, doing stuff. If you want to hire Carol, she's open for hire.
Maybe we could get her on the show.
That'd be good, cool. Actually.
Yeah,
it would be good. Carol,
is she single?
She's single.
She's not single, unfortunately.
I mean, is that her?
Yeah, I'll put her up right now.
Put her up. Let's see. She looks.
That's not Carol.
Oh, that's not
Carol. That's the first thing that popped up when I typed in Carol.
HOUSE?
Carol, CAROLE House. Carol House.
HOUSE House?
Yeah, like house.
Yeah. That's what,
Are you sure that's not her? She's not that blonde?
Put her up on the screen.
It's really not that important, guys.
No.
Which one is she?
Just put Carol House White House. That's probably the easiest.
Oh, okay, I got it.
He's committed at this point. We're going down.
I mean, we're already down this path. All right, this is the person.
Yeah, that's Carol.
That's Carol.
Pull her up.
Does she have her own coin that we could?
No, but she has her own NFT, and Coinbase named her super influential, and she has an NFT from that Coinbase run a couple of years back.
What coins do you own, bro?
I mean, big Solana guy, Roz Anatoly, legends in the space. Also, meeting them in Miami, they had like a ton of armed guards with big guns, and that was badass.
Wow.
There she is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Big fan of Avalanche.
She's pretty.
Future.
Yeah, she's pretty.
Yeah, she has beautiful eyes.
AVAX.
Future zombie.
Yeah, big bag of
zombie gas.
There you go.
Yeah.
Avax is a big believer in Avax.
What about XRP? You used to work with Ripple, right?
We did some stuff with Ripple. Like XRP was my first coin, so I got to give him kudos. That was the first coin I ever bought back in 2000.
You're still holding?
Not holding.
How much would that have been worth?
Well, it went up crazy.
But here's the thing: I did buy it at like half a penny. And I sold it like at 3.17, whatever it topped out with in 16.7.
Oh man!
So that's like a 60 bagger.
Yeah.
Do you regret selling it back then?
No, I mean,
I'm sure he doesn't regret it.
Half a penny to over $3. That's a crazy return.
Yeah.
How about today? How much would it have been worth?
Oh, a ton.
Let's not play that game.
It depends. It depends how much you have.
You own Trump coin? Someone told me you own Trump.
No Trump coin, but I did do a bunch of this Eliza Labs to talk about AI agents. So this Eliza group, great team there building AI agents. The problem was they had like this Japanese waifu thing going on, and that made it really hard to do government academic partnerships. We had to explain why this largely endowed woman was on the coin.
Okay, gotcha. And it's has it turned into a meme? It sounds like
It was
that?
a meme. This was a
Yeah.
meme. It was like Japanese waifu meme.
Okay.
And I had one of the most awkward government meetings I've ever been into. We had somebody from the city of San Jose say, like, one, why was the CEO talk about robot vaginas? And then two, real conversation. And then two is like, I can't bring this to the mayor because Japanese waifu.
Yeah.
So what were they saying about the robot V?
I think this is one of those AI agents they are trying to chain. Like, how do you get, the AI training model to replicate those anatomy?
Just on that thread.
You weren't expecting that one, were you?
No, but this is the hot take, and that's half the fun on the show here.
This is our best guest we ever
Yeah.
had.
Ever. You're welcome back anytime.
I'm gonna tell you how it is. It might piss people off, but I'm gonna tell you the truth.
I like it. It's better than being lukewarm.
Yeah,
you know?
Chris is not here, so Chris is missing out on robot.
Yeah, he
vaginas.
is.
Yeah, that's right. So, speaking of which, I heard recently that the cost for, and this is kind of going down into the architecture of artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
But so you've got these you've got these tokens that are transferring high these key these key data sets from high bandwidth memory into like cache or like stored memory. And by virtue of that process, we've been able to be, I think, like 70,000 times more efficient, even in the last couple of weeks. So anyway, so we're getting like these quantum leaps and how efficient these tokenization processes are happening. So all of these functions are being pushed to the edge.
Yeah.
It's like, what does that mean? Like, where's AI in the next 6 to 12 months? And then where should we be putting our dollars to maximize the return?
Well, I would say this, in terms of the compute, like the compute and the efficiencies there are going to be crazy. I think we're in a bubble. My hot take is like, we're clearly in a bubble, but I think you got 5 to 7 years and people are loading into data centers, are loading into compute. That's going to probably continue on. It's a matter of musical chairs. How do you get out at the right time if you're an investor? If you're retail, trying to find some of these agentic AI frameworks is going to be super, super important. And then the real thing you have to figure out is it going to be decentralized or is it going to be centralized? Last November, I was at the DCG conference, Ojai, California. Barry Silbert and his team, phenomenal investors, big actors in the space, and they're doing the BitTensor stuff, big bets on decentralized AI.
You don't mean like TensorFlow as in like the chips that Google is using, right? When you say Tensor, what does that mean?
No, that was the company they were doing. They had launched, they're launching a lot of effort on decentralized AI. It was the company with BitTensor.
Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, BitTensor. I got
Yeah,
you.
BitTensor.
Sure.
And so they were really trying to figure out this because from a philosophy perspective, it is pretty damn scary.
Yeah.
If you're going to have OpenAI and some of these big companies monopolize AI, or you're going to have some sense of the people, whatever retail, whatever you want to qualify it as, being able to have a slice of this and own it. Otherwise, you're looking at insane wealth creation for a very few who got in, and most people are going to be left in this world where we were stuck maybe on universal basic income.
But Gavin did just pass some new legislation in the past like couple few days, right?
Yeah.
It was like a watered down version of 1041.
That's right.
Can you unpack that a little bit for us?
It's a regulatory structure to basically figure out safeguards for consumers and the types of data that's being used to train this.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so let's fast forward 30 years. Do you think kids will be asking their parents for dollars, tokens, or AI credits?
Well, let's hopefully they're asking for something digital and not something that's either a coin or rock or pebble, because like that's the world I think we're going to live in. It's either going to be fucking awesome,
Yeah.
or it's going to be a complete shit show disaster. Cities bombed out, Terminators type stuff. Like that's the reality I think we're going. And
Where they can't ask for shit, right?
they can't ask for stuff. I
Yeah.
mean, like, who knows?
Yeah.
But I think we got to say things will get better.
Which TV show got it right? Star Wars
I would
or
like.
Star Trek?
I'd like to say Star Trek because that's great and big Star Trek guy. Carol's a big Star Trek.
What about Avatar?
No, yeah. What about Avatar? What about the world Avatar? You like that one? You like Avatar?
Let's leave the planet.
I mean, Space Marines, screwing space aliens,
yeah.
Spaceballs, maybe.
Spaceballs, Mel Brooks, national
yeah.
hero.
Who's the best Kirk? Or sorry, who's the best captain? Not who's the best Kirk.
it's
Who's the best captain
Picard's clearly the best captain
of all the Star Treks?
of all the best Star Treks. I mean, this is the guy. And he gets shit done.
Yeah, you strike me as that kind of guy too.
Yeah, he does.
You like the Kirk of
If,
AI?
if we were to do a crypto zombies coin, like what would that look like? How do we get started? And is it worth trying out? Do you think?
Well, the truth is, if you had the right distribution network, you do a crypto zombies coin. There's a good chance you guys could probably make $100 million in like a week or two.
Wow.
Wait a minute. Let's talk
Who
about
is
for a
that?
second. Hold on. Now I give a shit about this shit.
Now I get
Hold
We're
on.
in the top 5%
Yeah,
of
I
Spotify.
got your
I don't see
attention
it.
right now.
When you say the right distribution, give us an idea of what that would look like.
So for people unfamiliar with like how tokens launch, you had an older model that was basically controlled by market makers. And it's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's how the market worked.
Like Ken Griffin and these guys.
Yeah, similar. Maybe not at that scale. This is still too small for them. But the companies like GSR, companies like Wintermute, big crypto actors, institutional actors, and they would do the launches with sexes, the centralized exchanges. But you're now at this new model with a lot of these meme coins, like the one I mentioned earlier, the Eliza Labs. That was all done with these fair launches. And, that one skyrocketed from basically nothing, 10 million market cap to north of 2 billion.
Oh, wow.
And they did a whole treasury and they turned it from a meme into an actual company. If you have the following on social, if you have credibility as a team,
Okay.
it's not out of the question
Check and check.
Yeah. It's not a question. And you have Chris, and Chris, is a big whale in the space, the first lawyer at Facebook.
Right.
You put some nice advisory pictures of him there with Mark, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But you do that, it's not out of the question to kind of have people ape and you control supply. You could get the market cap up pretty high.
What would people get if they bought our coin? What do you get?
Access.
Well, that's the thing. It's a meme. From a legalistic perspective, like you're not really buying anything, but it could be access. It could be speculation. Let's call it what it is. Like,
So if we wanted to hire you to help us make this, and we all make a good chunk of change, let's just say,
He wants 10%.
yeah, we'll get 10%.
actually, my buddy Atticus, I'll tell you a story because he did a round trip.
Let's
He's
hear about
gonna
Atticus.
hate me. He did a meme coin. They launched it. It went up to like $900 million. He controlled a third of it and he didn't sell. So at one point in like January, it was worth $300 million.
Yeah.
And now he's not.
He round tripped it.
He round tripped it.
Why did he not sell? What's wrong with that guy?
I think,
Well, because he figured it might go up still.
yeah,
That's
he
what
figured he might go up more.
Yeah.
Wow.
But did he come to you and say, this thing's worth 300 million? What should I do?
No, you take a screenshot, you share it with your friends. You go, look at me. Look at me go.
They tried to make this into a real thing. I got to give them credit. They believe like we're going to make this into a real company. We're going to use the treasury to go build real tech, and the market turned into Q1, and they round tripped.
Yeah.
We got pretty good dish. I mean, we're in the top 5% of Spotify.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, so we got to. I feel like what would be the first step in building this? Is there a platform you'd recommend?
I mean, Pump.fun and the Solana
Pump
it was probably the OG standard. I think there's a couple of other new ones that are doing what they call fair launches. So getting that set up, getting the meme, getting the Twitter and that kind of Telegram community up and running, figure out what the meme is. Is it going to be like this crypto zombie? Is it going to be Chris like on a unicorn or something? Whatever it is, I don't know, get Sydney Sweeney involved. That's what I would probably do.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sydney, if
that'll
you're
do
watching
it.
this,
Do you have American Eagle jeans? Be honest, bro.
I'm not sure I could fit into those jeans. But that's probably what it is.
Dude, you're the greatest guest of all time. You don't even take yourself seriously.
You know what's great?
Everything.
And he's also local. Come on
He's
by.
local.
Anytime.
Yeah,
You're a
yeah,
friend.
no
You want to be
problem.
friends with us? We wanna
I'll
be
bring
friends
you
with
beers and tacos. We're gonna have a great time.
those are the magic words, actually. That's
And we're here in Atherton. I'm going to take you to get the real tacos, not the ones designed for these rich white people.
I know, right? We want the Latino stuff.
Yeah.
Who's the hottest chick of all time on any of the Star Trek universes?
Oh,
That's
well, that's
crypto
easy.
related.
I know.
It's Jerry Ryan.
Yeah,
from
7 to 9.
I think.
That's
That's not
from
even a
Voyager.
competition.
Yeah, she's super hot.
I wish we could get a picture. Or she's
You want me
she
to
like
look
a
it
hot,
up?
no,
I can
no,
look-
it's okay,
I can
it's
look
okay,
it
it's okay.
She's
She's like a hot space alien or something.
No. Well, she was a Borg,
She
but
was,
then she
like,
became human again.
Recovered
Oh
board.
wow,
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
she trans. It's like she's a trans.
Well, they sort of rescued
different.
her.
Yeah.
Oh,
Should have like pronouns and
Should
stuff.
not
or-
go into
No, no pronouns. No pronouns.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So this is a dumb question, but you know what? It's all right. If Bitcoin had a Tinder profile, what would its bio say?
If Bitcoin had a Tinder profile, and people here in the Bay will get this, it would be "Come to Cougar Night at the Rosewood."
Oh, yeah.
Because like,
Come for the speculation, stay for the volatility.
yeah,
maybe.
and the inside joke is like, there's a bunch of startup founders, not me, a different type of startup founder, but the Rosewood, which is that famous hotel right off Sand Hill Road,
Yeah.
and they're known for the Cougar Nights, when like some of the more experienced women will go out and look for some of the more younger startup founders,
Experience.
and that's how you get funded.
How
Sometimes.
diplomatic.
Yeah.
I like that. How you put
But I
that.
think Bitcoin is like the allure of it. It's an established asset. You got Wall Street going gangbusters over this, but it still has that speculation of it has some gas in the tank. It's going to still go to the moon.
Oh, yeah.
I got a question I want to start asking each one of our guests. Who do you think Satoshi is?
You know, if
so
I'm
hard to
being
say.
honest, it's probably some sort of CIA plant.
Yeah. I
Wow.
thought.
Wow.
snap.
Seriously?
I don't think it's one person either.
Wow.
I mean, I've read a bunch. This is why I don't ask it, because it's just so all over the map.
Yeah.
Because we
That's
usually
half the fun though, right?
Yeah. What kind of girl are you looking for? Who should we be setting you up with? What's your style?
My type has typically been like, "Ooh, why not? We're already down the rabbit hole. My type has typically been like, it's been an academic with a graduate degree, typically somewhere in Western Europe.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
But has
Oh.
that worked out for you, or what?
It's worked out. Of my
Could-
last several girls, well, maybe not completely Western Europe, but my last like 7 girlfriends, like 2 were Russian, like 1 was German, 2 were British, 1 was French.
You want to get married and have kids?
He's fishing in different ponds.
You want to
I'm
get
guessing.
married and have kids?
Yeah, eventually. But
Oh,
there,
you do?
yeah.
All right, but would you date somebody super hot and dumb? I mean, I don't think these
Remember, we're
academics are-
live.
I mean,
These academics
you
are
don't
not
have
working.
you don't have to answer that.
Yeah,
What
so-
are you doing?
so ask
Would
him
you
what
lower
I'm
your
saying.
bar a little bit?
Yeah,
know?
would you lower your bar?
I mean, I think you
He's
got
on-
to
this guy-
live in the moment. You got
This
to live in the
guy's
moment.
only dating PhDs, is what he's saying. I'm saying
Exactly
you don't have
true.
to.
Pretty hot dames.
You don't have to
Is that what-
name.
is that what that-
You don't have to date only PhDs, do you?
We'll
I
take
mean,
somebody with a
you could just
master's.
say less smart, not dumb. You know,
Is that a bad question?
No,
It's not a bad question.
It's juicy.
2025.
I just feel. I mean, we've
Exactly.
we've got like one of the greatest minds in the space. And you're like, what kind of chicks do you like? dude?
What are we talking
I like
about?
a,
I do.
like a strong academic can have a good conversation with.
You know what I like? We're talking 360 with this guy.
Yeah.
We're talking about the girls of Star Trek. All of a sudden, I ask him what kind of girl he wants, and I cross the line.
The guy you got to ask that to is Chris. I'm curious Chris's answer.
Oh, Chris, yeah. Well, he has interesting.
we won't
Yeah,
speak for
that's
Chris.
not- yeah.
That's in the
Yeah.
that's in the paid subscription. So
That's in the page subscription.
Yeah, so
like and follow.
Yeah, if you want the coin.
Yeah.
You've seen PayPal from the inside. Which is more powerful, Elon Musk in 2000 or AI in 2025?
You know, Elon in 2000, this raw intelligence, raw ambition, like how can that not be better than AI in 2025?
Oh, wow.
Plus, AI is not going to get us planetary redundancy. What's brilliant about Elon, from my perspective, is he's able to build several industries, be best in class, and then merge those industries to accomplish his goal of getting to Mars.
You know, as a Democrat, people have grown to really, really dislike Elon. And, you know, I can't say I agree with his politics, but I will say this: the man took risk and he's reaped the rewards. This is a man who sold a stake in PayPal, could have retired on some sort of island, said, like, fuck that. I'm going to go build not 1, not 2, 3 companies.
yeah.
Tesla, SpaceX, Solar City.
Mhm.
And he had to borrow money to make rent. Like that is that kind of aggressive, all-in ambition that got him where he's at.
Mhm.
And like him or not, like you have to respect the hustle, you have to respect the work ethic, and that's what makes Silicon Valley Silicon Valley. You could not do that anywhere else
Mm.
because you have the structures and the human capital to do that, and that's what makes America great. It's
What about
people like
Austin? You
that.
do know Austin?
Maybe Austin now. More than-
Are you? Tell us about like your hobbies, like sports. What do you like to do when you're not doing all this?
Do I look
stuff?
like a sports guy?
No,
Probably
like
not.
watch sports. I don't know.
I was never a sports guy. I was a debater in high school. That's what I did.
A debater.
I did debate, and you could say I was a master debater. I was.
Somebody had.
I went
man. I gotta go back over there hit the rim
That
shot.
was like a little underhand talk.
Wait a minute. I say the thing about hot dumb girls. I cross the line. You just said master debater. It's fine.
We're already
So
so
he's
far
the guest.
down the
He's
line.
our special guest, man.
I was a state champion debater. Like,
Hey, there he
who
is.
shows up?
Hey.
Chris has been screaming at somebody for the last half hour. I'm curious to know who the hell he was yelling at.
Yeah.
I have no comment.
Oh, you can't talk about where you were and who you were screaming at?
No comment.
Was it an ex-girlfriend?
It was not.
Okay.
Who you met? You walked in.
Were you on CNBC
we're
while
talking
you're
about
yelling?
Bellarmine,
Exactly.
and
I was on CNBC.
Squawk box.
Yeah, exactly.
we're talking about Bellarmine and master debaters.
Yeah, absolutely. It's important to be a master debater.
Yeah, and Bellarmine has a great debate team. To our friends from Bell and the alumni office who are mortified right now with two of our alumni talking about this, it's a great team.
Who is a
Go
better
Bells.
debater?
I mean, you're the lawyer, but
I am still technically a lawyer, so I suppose.
Yeah.
But JP does amazing things.
So
Yeah, JP's cool, man. We
JP
like him a
is
lot.
thinking about helping us build the CryptoZombies coin.
Absolutely. I mean, I think that's the coin thing went by the by. I have to say.
I
And
think your job, Chris, is to find City Sweeney. I think we can get her in.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Right.
I hear she has great genes.
Yeah.
How come you guys haven't done a company together, invested in like what have you guys done together?
Oh, Chris is. Chris is
no,
one of our
it's,
big investors.
Snickerdoodle and Beelines now.
Yeah,
Oh, you invest in the stuff he asked you to invest in?
he
Absolutely.
does.
Yeah.
Chris,
Oh wow.
Chris is
Has
there.
he ever told you no?
I mean,
Yeah,
he
I've
tells
told
me
you
no.
no.
Yeah,
I've told you
it's a
no.
good relationship.
But yeah,
Like
no,
any
absolutely.
healthy thing, you go back and forth.
Back and forth.
Yeah.
That's good.
So what kind of things should founders be building in the next like 6 to 12 months? So the folks that are listening, they're like, wow, that's perfect. I want to hang my hat on
I mean, you're in this crypto zeitgeist moment of like, I was talking to a buddy who's at Token 2049 is happening right now
In
Singapore, and all the foundations are looking to super actively deploy into stablecoins. They're looking to deploy into financial infrastructure. So this is your moment to try to get something with a premium in stables. And that's the place to be, I think, if you're trying to do something de novo. That's going to be big. Decentralized compute and AI still will be very big within the crypto space. And then, I think with the way people are going, Chris, you see this from the Alchemy guys.
Yeah.
Infrastructure and like something that you can do without a token that institutions can invest in.
Yep, exactly. And Alchemy has managed to do this without a token. We looked at token as a possibility a few times, and haven't ever completely ruled it out. But if you look at it on infrastructure, I did see that my good friend Greg Osuri from Akash was checking in at token 2049. So as moving through the Singapore airport. So there's a lot of good things going on over there right now. And hopefully a few people are listening, although it's the middle of the night there. It's the middle of the
Middle of the night.
You were
They're
just
still probably
got back.
there.
Who
Yeah,
moved
I was
to
just in
Singapore like
Singapore,
2-3 days ago?
It's a long flight, man.
If anyone's listening, what do you want to tell them? What's the special message?
get the chicken and rice.
The chicken
It's
and
always
rice.
the right answer in Singapore, right? Yeah.
Hey, what do you think those jokers at Alchemy? Are they doing the right thing?
They're doing the right thing. They got good people around them, and like they're serious builders, and they're nice guys.
Yeah, they're really nice guys.
Like that's hard to find in this space.
Are they? Oh, really?
Yeah,
Are they the gold standard of blockchain?
definitely. I mean, they're good operators. They got great investors. You could do far, 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 far worse than Alchemy. Like good operators who take care of their people.
Can we go back to the CIA thing? Because that was like kind of crazy to me. What would be the motivation or the reasoning behind a move like that? Because the CIA should be working in conjunction with the federal government to maintain American supremacy. So how would that unfold in an ideal situation for them?
I mean, if I were the CIA, I would be doing this for like data collection and mapping out wallets and where the money is. Like you can actually figure out what all that money is, if it were them type of a thing. So that's what I would do.
Control and oversight. And
Yeah. I mean,
We're talking about who
blockchain-
Satoshi is, Chris.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And JP says
Who
it's
we
the
think it
CIA.
could be.
Oh, okay. I mean, so that has been one of the more popular theories, actually.
Yeah.
And
Will we ever know? That's the question.
HBO did a documentary that was pretty interesting on who Satoshi is, and they thought it was one of the early guys.
It's actually Chris Kelly.
I knew it.
So there was a guy, a pretender, guy named Craig Wright, who was
Right.
trying to kind of say he was Satoshi for a long time, and he's been the subject of a whole bunch of different lawsuits. And it was pretty definitively been proven not to be Satoshi. But the question of who it is or what it was, and the CIA, I think, is a very real possibility. And when I heard CIA, I was first the Culinary Institute of America, like,
Different type of-
I am hungry.
Allen
they
Iverson.
could pay for great food with a token. But
So, what are you working on that very few people know about that you'd like to share with us?
I mean, it's really all the stuff we're doing at Beelines. We kept it under wraps because of some
What
of
do
the
you do?
political
What is
stuff.
Beeline? Tell us a little bit about
Yeah.
Beeline.
Beelines, we did a lot of stuff in data infrastructure at a company called Snickerdoodle. We rebranded that into Beelines in January. And Beelines, and Chris has been super gracious as one of our lead investor and helping us get this up and running, is we realized that, like, my background in politics, we talked about a little bit earlier, coupled with all the data we've built for blockchain, had some incredibly powerful political applications. So we've built a suite of tools that's designed to help people win elections. We can effectively built like a panopticon of data, and we can monitor everything in real time from social. It's live across Twitter and YouTube now. We're expanding this with compute into Substack, into Twitch, into these other types of platforms. But it gives an office holder, or could be a senator, a real powerful tool to understand what's actually happening out there. We have the ability to amplify social with our product called Soapbox. And these are the types of tools that, in politics, you can only sell to one party. You can't sell to both Dems and Republicans. So we're selling this to Dems. And this gives, I think, us a real chance to even out whatever happens in 26.
So it sounds like it's across the stack, right? The application, also the infrastructure. That's pretty unique.
Yeah.
Again, Brad Parscale and the Trump team have done a pretty amazing job with social over time, and this is technology that can be used on the other side of the aisle.
Yeah,
I think quite effectively to counter some of the advantages that have happened. And it's not just the trading of sombrero and cat memes that have been going on today around the shutdown.
It's true, and it's pretty hilarious. I was texting with Senator Gallego yesterday, and I saw the video from Ted Cruz. I'm not sure if you saw this.
And then he put up Cruz on the Cancun cruise.
Yeah, so I put
with the sombrero.
100%.
So, is there a competitor to Beeline? Is there going to be a Republican competitor?
There'll be Republican, like Brad.
Yeah,
Brad's doing
Parscale
something.
continues to do some pretty amazing technical work,
Yeah.
and it's impressive. It really is.
And it'll be good to have balance both sides. for
Yeah.
ours
Maybe
and
you could
these.
do just something with them to bring people together. Like it appears that there's never been so much more division between the parties.
Theoretically,
I
that
think
makes sense.
theoretically, I think that's wonderful. The likelihood of it happening soon is low. The possibility of where we get in the long run. There are a number of what I call kind of civil society groups that try to bring Democrats and Republicans together behind the scenes, and I do know of a number of them that are quite successful.
Yeah.
And so over time, I hope that there will be a lot more unity as Americans as we move forward. In the short run, I'm not terribly optimistic about that.
It's kind of like Super Mario. Theoretically, if you eat a mushroom, you grow really big and get superpowers, but in real life, not so much.
Between the Star Trek and the Super Mario, like this guy's awesome. Yeah.
To keep
He knows his stuff. Yeah.
to keep the theme of zombies and crypto, if there's a zombie apocalypse,
Acropolis, the zombie Acropolis is where they all live now.
the only way to safety is with crypto. Which coin are you trusting to get you through the night?
Well, that's a good one. I mean,
Thank you.
I gotta figure out, does Smith and Wesson have a coin? I figure like that would probably be a good
Exactly.
one.
At the NRA ICO.
I'm a proud Second Amendment Democrat.
Exactly. Like
Oh, you are.
JP and I have
Yeah.
talked about
Nice.
this. Like we're Democrats, but we like guns.
Yeah, I was
think
on the
guns are
Harvard
great.
shooting team.
Yeah.
I used to go
Oh,
straight
damn.
up in New Hampshire on like Saturdays.
Oh,
Like a
sick.
zip car. Remember zip car? We used
Yeah,
to
yeah,
drive
yeah.
a zip car up there.
Nice.
Had a buddy of mine we used to put a bunch of guns in the trunk of the zip car from the Harvard police station.
That's so Democrat.
Drive him up to New Hampshire. And then this was before Uber. We would drive back, and then he would operate an illegal taxi in downtown. He's now like a vice chair of the Republican Party in Minnesota.
Okay.
But he would operate an illegal taxi in Boston before Uber, offering people $20 rides. But he had like 12 shotguns in the trunk. Not a good idea.
What's the worst that could happen?
But yeah, what's worst could happen? But to your question,
Yeah, what coin would get you through the night?
I
The
mean,
Trump coin?
you have to.
The Melania?
It definitely Melania.
Definitely
That'll get
Melania.
you
Yeah,
through the
definitely.
night. Yeah, realistically, it's going to be something that is probably like your Bitcoin.
Yeah.
It's always going to be there, and then maybe something like one of these gold coins, Pax Gold, something like that, which is not bad. You can own gold, get the upside there, and then get the yield on that too.
Hey, one thing that Brennan and I have talked about quite a bit is all the hundreds of millions of dollars that seem to be lost in the world of crypto because people lose their password or they lose their.
Yeah.
Is there any fixing that if people have money somewhere and they can't figure out a way to get it out?
Asking for a friend.
Yeah, Fred.
I mean,
This is not for me.
the reality is, if it's like the older stuff, you're shit out of luck. That's just reality.
Yeah.
There's that guy from the UK who lost like almost $1 billion in
Bitcoin that he's like been going through a landfill.
Yeah,
for
Right.
and he
years.
finally
Right.
gave up. He finally
Yeah,
gave up.
yeah.
But here's reality: like a lot of the newer coins, especially the stables, they all have, and this is controversial. A lot of them have the ability to do clawbacks because of the risk with AML KYC. So, like when we designed PayPal stablecoin, we designed it to have an ability to claw back if you were like a terrorist from Iran or some sort of North Korean provocateur.
Yep.
And that's going to have something, and you're going to need that because as this is disseminated to real people, people are going to make silly mistakes, and these features will have to be involved.
That's not really decentralized or peer-to-peer, though,
It's not
isn't
at
it?
that
Exactly.
point. This
That's
is the
thing.
controversy.
Exactly.
Right.
That is the controversy. And the most recent one, I have not paid attention to what's happened recently, but Justin Sun, after the World Liberty Financial situation, his wallet was blacklisted because they were, he was allegedly kind of trading out of some of the coin on the side that the World Liberty Financial organization had taken action. He was complaining about it publicly. I haven't paid attention to what happened from there.
What happened?
Yeah.
JP?
I mean, controversy was that he was like the guys causing World Liberty Financial to crash. I don't have any insight enough to say if it happened or not. but,
Market
like,
manipulation.
I mean, that's
That was
crypto.
the claim was that he was selling in violation of a lockup behind the scenes, which he could have been doing.
This is officially our longest show.
Mhm.
That's
Oh,
a
wow.
huge compliment to you, bro. Normally I can't. I'm looking at the
Yeah.
clock, and
And
when we hit
flew
30
by.
minutes, I'm like,
This guy still has the picture of Carol there in the background.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Hey,
that's-
we want to be friends with Carol. You know Carol?
Chris met Carol.
I met Carol.
Yeah.
Is she
I
cool?
met Carol. Carol is cool.
She's not single. We just found out. by the way.
Okay.
It's all right. She's single.
She's gonna
We're
kill him.
trying to set him up.
That was half the show,
We-
actually.
yeah, we want. And I asked a
Yeah, this
question. And
Carol's
everyone was offended. You want to know the question I asked? You tell me if it's an offensive question. Everyone got upset when I asked this question.
Okay.
I said, JP, would you be okay with dating somebody smart and dumb?
No, he didn't say
So what did I
that.
say?
Well,
Hot and dumb.
He's
Hot and dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that an offensive
I was
question?
telling that
I don't know if that's an
my last 6-7 girlfriends were all basically like European academics.
Okay.
Which is true.
There we go.
I was just Human. I was saying it was a misuse of the delicious brains that we have on the show.
Right,
That's my point.
Well, I want this guy to get married and have a lot of babies. This guy would be a fun dad, and his kids would be
Maybe a
super
cool dad.
smart.
he's a
That's
fun
for
dude
Yeah,
for sure.
he seems like a fun guy. All right, so let's wrap it up with our typical question. Your thoughts on Gary Gensler?
Well, I mean, you want to take this one first?
No,
No,
look, we JP and I did Crypto for Harris quite extensively, where we were quite critical of Gary Gensler, repeatedly in the run up to the election.
Chris hears this question every week. We've
I-
done like 10 shows.
Yeah.
We've heard Chris's. We want to hear.
We should have a montage of all the answers.
Yeah.
and don't sugarcoat.
Yeah, I think that we should ask people to name the worst Gary Gensler abuse
Go ahead. What's the question?
in the
That's not a
of the-
bad
of the
idea.
crypto
I mean,
system. I think that's probably
In my opinion, because he is litigious from what I've heard.
oh
but
really? Oh, interesting.
My opinion,
Uh-oh.
Gary Gensler has been a black mark on the Democratic Party. He's been a black mark on financial innovation. Like regulatory arbitrage is a real thing, and people have left the U.S. to go to other countries and other jurisdictions because of the policies Gary Gensler has undertaken.
Mhm.
I do think that people have gotten better. Even Senator Warren, who's not been a friend of crypto, has moderated her positions.
Sherrod
And
Brown put
Sherrod Brown.
out a statement as he entered the Senate race again against Houston.
Yeah,
That crypto is a part of the American economy. And
100%.
I'm quite close to a number of people who are close to Sherrod, and I've talked with Sherrod about this a few times, and I couldn't say more about how wonderful that is, and I'm glad that he's come around. And I think that I think that there are legitimate worries about people using crypto for scams, and we have to talk about that as an industry. The idea that the industry itself is a scam is certainly what a number of people pushed for years. And they were wrong when they did it, and they just stuck with it after they should have known that they were wrong.
100%.
How much do you think Gensler has costed the American economy?
It's hundreds of billions.
Yeah.
Hundreds of billions.
Mm.
Don't sue us, Gary.
At least the 17
In my
trillion
opinion.
that Trump keeps
Yeah.
talking about on tariffs, which is a made up number.
Trillions.
Trump's number is made up.
The very
I
best.
mean, Gary's policy led to fair shake. Fair shake led to Republican House. I don't think that's that difficult of a logical extension.
No, the expenditures the pro crypto PACs made was a reasonable response to a horrific regulatory regime.
Ask JP how we can help.
JP, how can we help you?
How can our community? You need anything? You want us to plug anything?
I mean,
You got a
the stuff
website?
we're doing with Beelines and Chris, that's what we're really focused on. I think that's super.
So real quickly
cool stuff.
about Beelines, if somebody is part of Beelines, they're 100% helping the Democratic Party. Is that what we're hearing?
That is reality at this
Oh.
point. There's commercial applications.
There are commercial applications, and it
But
will
like-
be sold into
Yeah,
commercial
100%.
endeavors that are non-political. But
For the
it
time
is
now,
a
yeah.
it is.
Well, that's all the time we have today. guys. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Maybe you could share like a website or how folks can get in touch with you.
Beelines.ai or find me on Twitter. It's JPadillaCA. And that's
We'll be
where you
LinkedIn
find me.
friends. You LinkedIn?
Yeah, I'm on
On
LinkedIn.
LinkedIn.
Find me on
Will you
LinkedIn.
share this episode on LinkedIn with us?
Yeah, I'll do stuff on
Absolutely.
LinkedIn.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Thank you. Cool. Can we do the theme song here?
Oh yeah.
JP, this has been like by far and away the most entertaining.
The best. You are
Yeah.
the best guest
Did,
we've
did,
ever
did
had.
I beat Sam?
Sam was good too.
Okay. Listen, Sam, we were limited by not Sam, by everybody else in the room. We had so many good things we want to talk to.
Sam's a funny guy.
We had a good time.
We threw a couple curveballs and he knocked him out of the park.
But
so.
he would have never talked about AI badge. Never.
You did hit. You did
For that,
miss the
we're
robot.
grateful.
You missed some stuff,
I
Chris.
did, obviously, right?
So be sure to like and follow Silicon Zombies, SiliconZombies.com. And thanks so much. Really appreciate the chat. And until next time, take care of yourselves and take care of each other. Thanks, everybody. Cheers.